the day Prince died.
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won.
Okay, so this is a day after April 21st. It is April 22nd right now, I believe. Yep, the calendar's right. Yep, it's April 22nd, of course. April 21st was yesterday. And yesterday actually marked the 5-year anniversary that Prince Roger Nelson passed away. Right? And we're going to do something a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me just speaking about how great Prince was, how good of a musician he was, how amazing he was, because I've done this before, I'm actually going to do a little story time, you know what I'm saying? This is actually my first little story time on this channel. It's not going to be one of those crazy story times that other people kind of talk about. I might do those eventually. Might. But this is just going to be, you know, a story time of how I found out, where I was, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so had to make sure. Okay, so that day, of course, it was April 21st. It was like it was a regular day for me. It was just a regular school day. I went to school. I don't really remember too much more beforehand, but I do remember, of course, I was in school and just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, we're in, I don't know if it's my third period. This is my freshman year, by the way. I don't know if it was my third period or not, but yeah, I think it is. On my fourth period, I know it's the period after lunch. I was in science. I was in science class, and we was, of course, doing whatever on the computer, on the laptops that we had. I was probably doing something I wasn't supposed to doing, of course, as in, like, watching videos or playing games. You know what I'm saying? And I come across this video, you know what I'm saying, it's called the Legends Panel. The Legends Panel actually is a parody web show about, you know, famous legends that judge other artists today. As in, you have people like Whitney Houston up there, you have Madonna, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, and so many other people they judge. And, you know, of course, I came across them, like, I think a few months ahead of this, actually at least a year ahead of this, and I've always loved the Legends Panel, right? And I just come across it, you know, this day, and I just started watching those videos, and Prince was in it too, and, you know, I had a great time. And then I actually turned to look up a Prince video. It was the Super Bowl. I think it was the Super Bowl Purple Rain performance, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? I look at that, and I'm checking it out. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's nice. You know what I'm saying? And this is when I just got into science. This is when I just got into the class too. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, that's all. And then say like an hour goes by. I forgot how long the class periods were. The class periods were actually shorter than what you might think. So I don't know if it really was an hour. But I remember going to another website, you know what I'm saying? When I got done with all my work officially. So then I started chilling again. And I went to another website, you know what I'm saying? I went to Comic Book Movie. Comic Book Movie is like a lot of comic book stuff, of course. And a lot of comic book news and stuff like that. And I love comic books. And I love movies. And I love comic book movies. You know what I'm saying? So I went to that website. I remember going to that website and looking at, I don't really remember what the news article really was. All I remember is the comment section. Right? So I scrolled down. I'm like, all right, let me see what people think about this. And apparently they said, right, this news makes me more sad than Prince's death today. And I'm like, what? What? Prince just died today? What? Prince just died? So then I look up the news articles. You know what I'm saying? I look at the news. I look at everything else. And, you know, Prince Rogers Nelson has just passed away. Then, yeah, he passed away. And I'm like, what? This is crazy. I was just looking at his video literally an hour ago. I'm like, what? Before his death, of course, I knew about Prince. I wasn't too invested in him as I am now, though, of course. But, of course, I knew him, and I knew his music, and I knew all that. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that he died right after I was really looking at one of his videos, in a parody video of him, harmless parody, by the way, because people are sensitive, that actually really weirded me out, because I'm like, I was just looking at you, bro. I was just looking at you. So, yeah, that was actually heartbreaking. Then I started telling people about it. I'm like, yo, you know Princess died? You know, for real, Princess died? What? Princess died? I started telling the other kids in my class. Princess died? What he did? And then I remember my next class was math class. And then my math teacher, Mr. Jackson, told him about it. I'm like, yes, unfortunately I did know. Yep. It's a shame, you know, that's what he said, I believe. I know he said he knew. But dang, bro, I remember this like it was yesterday. I remember just sunny outside. Everything seemed to be just so nice that day. And I remember everybody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And after math class, I went to reading, and that was the last period of the day. And I remember just looking at the news on my laptop, just looking at the news. I didn't care about anything my reading teacher had to say at that time or anything else somebody had to say. It was, yeah, I was just shocked. Like, wow, Prince just passed away. And it's like, wow, dang, I really can't believe we just witnessed the death of an icon today. One of the most talented musicians of all time has just passed away. That's crazy. And I think this was either before or after the Muhammad Ali death, the passing of Muhammad Ali. I'm not sure, but dang, bro. It's a shame that we lost two black icons within the span of a month. Like, that was ridiculous. But, what else? Yeah, I remember everybody in my class also talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about it some more. And all we could really think about was like, wow, Prince. How did he die? What did he die from? And then, you know, of course, we looked it up and it was a drug overdose. Shocker. But at the end of the day, I'm on the intercom. My coach, Coach Barnes, actually put up on the intercom Prince's song, Purple Rain. And Purple Rain was playing, and I remember, yeah, he's an old head. Like, he loves old music. He's actually running for mayor right now, I believe, somewhere. Hope he makes it. And I remember he loved my dancing. He loved my Michael Jackson dance. I used to annoy the mess out of him, though. I'm gonna be real, I annoyed the mess out of Coach Barnes. But then he ended up liking me, or at least I think he did. I believe that he ended up liking me. My last year at School for Greater Studies, like when I was doing my dancing and stuff, he used to cheer me on, and yeah. And I took a picture with him at the end of 10th grade. Yeah. Coach Barnes, I hope we cool. I really do. But I remember I used to annoy the mess. I felt like he hated me. I really did. Because I was just so annoying. I really was. But back to it. I remember he was playing Prince over the intercom. And, bruh, that was such a dope tribute. And he said over the intercom, yeah, we're celebrating a legend today. Or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, giving props to Prince. You know what I'm saying? Giving much love to Prince that day. And yeah, I remember that. That was very dope. It was very nice. I remember we were all getting on the bus. This is at the end of the day. I don't remember this wholeheartedly. I remember how I found out and, you know, the intercom thing and stuff like that. I don't remember every word by word, of course, but I remember us getting on the bus, and I remember my homies were playing Prince on their phone and stuff as soon as I got on the bus. I remember that. I remember Purple Rain was playing, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And all I heard was just Prince music for like the rest of that day, for real. And then I remember my dad calling when I got home off the bus. You know what I'm saying? I remember I came in to my mom's shop because she was doing hair at the time. And I remember coming in off the bus, opening the door with my key, or was it already unlocked? Who knows? I said, wow, it's like a lot of purple rain outside, you know what I'm saying? Then my mom was like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, Prince died today. Yeah, that's crazy. My mom was like, yeah, that's sad. Then I remember my mom's client, you know, was like, yeah, that's sad. Yeah, it's a very, very sad day for Prince and his fans and stuff like that. So, you know, after that, I come back in and I remember sitting on the couch, you know, just turning it on immediately to the news, and legend Prince passed away. And I'm like, wow, this icon just passed away. It was sunny like crazy outside anyway. And it looked so beautiful. Like, yeah, this is looking like a great day. But then just such sad news. You know what I'm saying? Then I remember calling my dad, or my dad calling me, and I'm like, yo, you know, Prince died, because my dad grew up in that era, of course, of Prince and Whitney Houston and all of them, you know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, it's sad. How he die? You know? And stuff like that. And, you know, my dad talked about him a little bit. He wasn't really a big Prince fan, but, you know, of course it was sad that he passed away. So he talked about it a little bit, tiny bit. Then he went back to work. And, yeah. And that's really all, actually. I remember after he died, I remember being on a Prince kind of binge. Like, I would look up a lot more stuff about Prince that I didn't really know. I would listen to more of his music and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew Prince before he passed, but I didn't really know him like that. And when he passed, that's how a lot of people tend to be. That they tend to, that's when they finally realize all the stuff about them and more knowledge about them. Because, you know, when they pass away, they're in the news, they're trendy, they're worshipped, their tributes are everywhere. You know, you start to learn more about the person that passed away, and you want to learn more about him, and, you know, stuff like that. And so I remember after that, I'm like, wow, this amazing legendary artist just passed away. I gotta do something. I remember, I don't know if this is 2017 or later this year. I remember doing an art tribute to Prince. I did an art tribute to Prince. It was, I'm sorry my hair looks rough. I apologize. But I remember I did an art thing for Prince. As you can see right here, I drew this Prince thing, right? I drew this Prince thing back in late 2016 for an art project. And see, there's a little sketch of him right there with this thing. And I traced it over this. And look at the carve right here. See, See, I carved him. I carved his face right here. This is horrible. It's a horrible carving, but I did my thing. All right, well, the day Prince passed away. Tell me what Prince meant to you and everything like that. And let's keep on celebrating Purple Rain and everything else.
My dreams are really made up. Let's stay